What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Here's something you just don't see very often anymore, guys. A 2006 Chevy Impala SS, or is this the Monte Carlo? I can't remember. It's the Monte Carlo, I'm sorry. The Impala is the four-door. I know better. Forgive me, guys. I've been sick for over a week now, so if you hear something in my voice, I apologize. Just gonna have to get through it along with me, guys. I don't particularly feel like being out here myself, but I'm out of video content, and we got to keep videos rolling on the channel or the paycheck stops. So this one looks like it's been barely in an accident. The hood needed replaced anyway. I mean, honestly, the clear coat was completely gone on it. And of course you could get it repainted, but I mean, the cost of a new hood for one of these aren't expensive cars, guys. You can get yourself a new bumper that's silver, a new hood that's silver, and honestly, the rest of the paint on this car looks good. It's got good matching tires, probably needs a headlight assembly. Yep. Parts are just a dime a dozen for these cars, guys. This is not going to be supercharged. This is your base model. I think it's like an LS trim, or maybe it's an LT trim. Oh, it's got the leather interior, so it's probably an LT. Slightly ripped seats, pretty common. Probably got about 130, 140,000 miles would be my guess. Does it have power? It does. Service TPMS sensors. Let's see what else we got. Add oil. Engine oil low. Let's turn that radio down. Service TPMS. Washer fluid low. I mean, it's running great. I don't see any warning lights on the dash other than add oil. We're going to shut it off because it says add oil. Let's check the oil on this. I would love to see the, I can't remember how to work all this stuff. I just wanted that, wow, mileage is way higher than I thought, guys. 194, 294, good Lord. This thing held up great. I definitely want to check the oil, make sure we don't have like a hole in the oil pan or something, and we're running it with no oil. Got to take that kind of stuff seriously, guys. Oh, this is not a 3800. This is that 3900. This was used in the police interceptors, guys. This is actually a pretty tough motor. These are pretty torquey. No joke. 3900 is a good engine. It's got oil. It's got plenty of oil. So it looks like we probably have a faulty sending unit, oil sending unit would be my guess on this, because she shows to be completely full of oil. 200,000 miles. Looking for any damage to the core support, fender apron, or anything. This fender, probably going to need, yeah, it's actually folded up underneath right here. So you're going to need a fender too. You start adding this stuff up, it does start costing a little bit of money, guys. A hood, a fender, a bumper, a headlight. But ultimately, and maybe some plastic pieces here. Ultimately, though, that's it. I mean, the rest of the car looks to be in really good shape. Even with the torn driver's seat, it's still a nice car with really nice tires, good lines. Body just looks phenomenal on this. We're gonna start it back up since I know it's got oil. Important window, it works. Less important window, also works. We've got a sunroof. This car is in nice shape. You replace the driver's seat and just a few little bits and pieces on this car, and you got yourself a really decent vehicle. Air conditioning. Let's try it. Oh, that is so typical. Typical GM. Yep. That's all right. It'll stop, you know, in 10 or 15 minutes. Come on. Come on. It will eventually stop. I think you just push it for air conditioning, and then we just wait and see if it gets cold. The dashboard, somebody has glued it with silicone. I mean, that's probably not the best product. Silicone usually doesn't hold up. Somebody tried some super glue. You can see the white residue. That's definitely super glue and silicone. So the dash pad needs a little love and attention. Steering feels good. Come on, that clicking noise that's awful. Air conditioning, I'm not feeling it yet, guys, so we may not have working AC. Let's put it in gear. Forward. Ooh, that's going to be a motor mount. Backward. Oh yeah, we definitely got a motor mount going out. Oh, yeah. forward and backward. AC does work. There we go. Finally stopped all that noise. She's gonna need a little work, guys. I mean, 200,000 miles, you can expect it's gonna need a little bit of love, a little bit of attention, but overall, this could be a great little car for somebody, man. That AC is nice and cold now. It took it a little while. Let's put it on recirculate. It's got heated seats. And these are jammed, like stuck. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, nice cold AC. It seems to run great. It's gonna need a little bit of work. Is this something I'm interested in? No. No, I'm gonna leave this one for you guys. Mainly because I already have one. You guys haven't seen it yet because it's not here, but I bought it from, I don't know, Reno, Nevada or Las Vegas, Nevada. Something like that. And it is a Dale Earnhardt Jr. Signature Edition. It looks just like it, just a little bit more special, a little bit more unique. There's a lot of people that think I don't take the time to read the comments, and I want to assure you I do. And I saw somebody comment the other day, how come I don't look at more Fords? I get that all the time. Fords, Hondas, Toyotas, basically every car brand, I don't look at enough of them. And the reason I don't look at Fords is the same reason I tend not to look at Nissans. And that is very simply, the transmissions are kind of notoriously junk in these, guys. I tend to avoid these cars. Transmission replacements in these are absolutely astronomical. The cost of a transmission for something like a Ford Focus is absolutely, it's ridiculous. You'd be better off buying another Ford Focus at the auction with a good transmission, one that's wrecked, than you would be trying to get just the transmission from a junkyard. And even then, you're on borrowed time. So I tend to avoid these, and I avoid Nissans as well, because Nissans and CVTs are synonymous with junk. It's kind of the way these Fords are, man. They just scare me, honestly. They scare me. I don't think it's worth the risk, so I avoid them like the plague. However, Lexus is one that I actually really like. The more I've been seeing Monkey Wrench Mike's videos on his new Lexus, the more I've been kind of wanting to get one myself. I'm kind of jelly. The guy's got a really nice Lexus that he picked up for really cheap. He did a little bit of maintenance and work to it, and now it looks like he's got himself a really good car. This one's not going to be one for us. It's a little on the wreck side. But if I could find a nice older example of a Lexus, maybe that's something I'd be interested in. Let's move on, see what else we can find. Now, here's something I get asked all the time. I even did a video recently that got over 500,000 views where I discussed these red bags and all of the cars sitting inside of them. And I get people all the time asking me, what are these red bags and why are these cars all sitting inside of them? Well, you'll notice that there are just rows and rows, pretty much as far as you can see. If I can get you up there just a little bit more, full of these cars. You can obviously tell a lot of them are severely wrecked, guys. Like, a lot of these they're in really bad shape. There's definitely a possibility, maybe a probability, that people got severely injured or worse in these vehicles. So, part of the reason is they could be biohazards. And that would make sense. In fact, if I was out here and I didn't know anything about any of these cars, I'd probably just assume that all of these are here because they're biohazards, but that's just not true. That's absolutely not the case. Some of them absolutely biohazard cars. You can just look at some of the bags and you can tell that, whatever's under there, somebody probably got, really, really hurt. Then there's ones like this. Take a look at this. It looks perfectly fine. Looks like maybe an old hard body or something, Actually looks to be in pretty good shape. I can't touch these. Like, I can't even put my hands on these. It's an 89 Chevy S10 truck right there. They have lot numbers and everything, but I'm not allowed to touch them. So I want to make it very clear, I will not physically touch a single one of these cars because I know that they are off limits. But I do get asked all the time, what are all these cars doing in red bags? And the simple answer is there's a lot of different reasons. Some of them, as I said, are going to be, some of these are going to be biohazard, guys. Some of these are really bad accidents. Another reason is they're still being investigated by the insurance companies, and they don't want people messing around with them, tampering with evidence. Not just insurance companies, but it can also be police. There could be, let's just use an example of arson, okay, or theft. There could be investigations ongoing with these vehicles trying to figure out were they really stolen and burned by somebody who actually stole it, or maybe some of these were done by the people that own them trying to get out of payments. And I'm not saying that's what any of these are. I'm simply saying these are potential scenarios as to why these things are all sitting in red bags. Still under investigation by police or insurance companies or biohazard material inside of them, and there's still things that have to be done to them before they can be released to the public, you know. So hopefully that helps you guys out, because I get asked that more than any other question on the channel is, why are these sitting in bags? And I get it. It's a great question. And no, if your car gets sent to the auction, it is not automatically going to be wrapped up in a big red bag like this, guys. Okay, I've had a lot of people tell me that this is what happens when the car is wrecked. That this is absolutely not normal. As you can see, there is a ton of these out here. This is definitely not normal. These are vehicles that they have extenuating circumstances, special circumstances, and that is why they are covered up in red bags. So if you're ever out at the auction yard and you're previewing vehicles like I am today, and you see the rows and rows of red bags, do not, under any circumstances, go and touch them, mess with them, poke holes in them, leave them alone. They are off limits. Touching one of those, if you get caught, you could be thrown out of the auction permanently. All right, guys, it's no joke. They take it very, very seriously. Like, you cannot even put your hands on one. If one of these loaders, one of the people they got running around the yard keeping an eye on people, sees you touching those, guys, it's over. You're out, permanently banned and suspended from the auction yard. Don't do it. It's not worth the risk. And more importantly, it's not worth jeopardizing an investigation into, you know, whatever it is they're investigating with all of these cars in the bags. This car reminds me of that S63 AMG that I had that we sold to Monkey Wrench Mike. You guys remember that car? Yeah, I loved it. This is not an S63 though, it's an S550, but still very nice performance sedan right here, guys. A little bit of damage, nothing too crazy, at least as far as I can tell. The lines still look relatively good. Car is up in the air. Tires look like they may not be the right size for it. Oh wow, the seats aren't even ripped up. That's unusual. This is in incredible condition, guys. Needs a little bit of front end work. It's got the longer doors, so this is going to be the like the L, the longer version of the sedan. Oh, what's the mileage on this? This can't be that much. This is in way too good a shape. Dead as a doornail, of course. Guys, no cracking in the wood. Are you serious? All the buttons look brand new. Miles, 15,000. Oh, no, that's from 2015. That's from 2015. I saw that and I got excited. I was like, it's only got 15,000 miles on the odometer. No, no. Although I would have believed it. I would have believed. This thing is in incredible shape. Light front end damage, light damage this side. In fact, is this wheel turned the same direction as the other one? No, it is not. So we've also got suspension damage on this corner as well. Let's see, can we even open the hood? We can. Very nice. Twin turbo, I can't remember if it's a 4.6, 4.7 liter. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. Core support looks like it got maybe just slightly tweaked. This is all bolt-on stuff though, guys. Oh, well, it ripped through the metal. Easy fix though, guys. Seriously, easy fix. This is not that big of a deal, except for all of the plumbing down here that got damaged as well. Yeah, I didn't realize it had gone that far in there. Take a look in there, you see a lot of, yeah. I'm not sure if that's intercooler plumbing or what the deal is there, but you can clearly see the hoses come off. There's definitely some damage going on down there. My guess is the intercooler is damaged. You got some damage going on in here with this support for the fender. I don't know if that's a fender apron. I'm not sure what that is hanging down there, but it is definitely damaged. Spring? Yeah, not sure. You know, it's a nice looking car, but honestly, I think this one, whoa, this one may have just a tad bit more damage than I really care to mess with. So I think we're gonna walk away from it, go find something else. What do we have here, guys? It's like an old Civic. What is this? Honda Accord, sorry, it's way too big for a Civic. 87, I should have known that. I should have known that this was an Accord, not a Civic. This is way too big. I was thinking back to the old CRXs, the old Honda CVCCs. Probably most of you don't even remember what a Honda CVCC is, but the only reason I know is because I actually had one. Look at this old thing, man. Wow. Bang button, magical fire dust, metal holding thing, freedom seed, anatomy of a pew. All right, whoever owned this, I like them. I like them. Definitely a little bit of front end damage going on to this old Accord, guys. That's a shame. And you can even see what they ran into. This was a, what was it, a Cooper? A Cobra? Something. You can literally see the imprint from the tire on the front of this. Good. That had to suck. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh, it's of the manual variety too. Mileage, only, what, 330,000? Is it really? 334,125 miles. That's an old Honda for you guys. Good Lord. That is very, very impressive. Now here's something that caught my eye. Slight damage, non-runner, 17 GLS 450. Why would it be a non-runner? I must be missing something. Maybe this side is trashed? Oh yeah. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I don't see why it wouldn't run, unless you just couldn't get the hood open. Yeah, we're gonna skip that one too, guys. It is crazy to me how hot Oklahoma still is. This is absolutely insane. I'm filming this on October 22nd, 2024, and it is 90 degrees, literally. 90 freaking degrees in Oklahoma at the end of October. This is absolutely incredible. You'd think it would start cooling down, but apparently Mother Nature has other plans. Ooh, I like that. Aside from the baseball-sized hail damage, that was actually pretty nice. An old Hyundai 2008. I actually really love those as well. Getting to the end of the row here, guys. So I guess we'll come back if I can find us something else worth looking at. Now over here is a very unique row of cars. The majority of these are going to be pedal donation type of vehicles. The ones that are coming up soon, you know, they're not for sale yet, but they are coming in the very near future. And I saw something sticking out back here out of all of these. Yeah, the pedal, lots of pedal, vehicles for veterans, Toro even, interesting. All right, Metro Car Company, insurance, or in and out used cars. You never know what you're gonna find back here. Now, this is what I saw from a distance, from a long way away. I saw this old Ford sticking out and I just had to walk by and take a quick look at it. Of course, it is a donation. 1977 Ford F-150. This is a Ranger XLT. This is charitable adult rides. As I said, a lot of these are going to be your pedal cars and donation charity type of vehicles. And this thing looks absolutely beautiful. You put some of that sweet patina sauce on this that old Puddin's Fab Shop is always talking about. I think you make this thing look pretty good. Tailgate is in the back. You got a long bed, standard cab. Good looking truck, man. Good looking truck. We're not going to really do much with this because this is not currently for sale. We can at least just take a quick gander at it and put it on the old watch list so that when it does come up for sale, we know about it. Oh man, absolutely beautiful, isn't it? Look at those gauges. Who knows what the miles actually are on it, but looks like they did a heat and air conditioning delete on the old truck there. A couple of cup holders. That's probably a horn. The horns on these are notorious for not working, so somebody threw a buzzer there. Light switch. Who knows what that's for? The question is, what's under the hood? Look how easy that door closed. Are you serious? Oh man, this thing is beautiful, guys. Missing some parts. The battery is upside down. How does that happen, huh? I'll let one of you guys look at this engine and you can tell me exactly what it is. Somebody got new plug wires, presumably new spark plugs too, you'd think. It's got power steering, it's got power brakes, massive cooling system. It's a pretty big engine, guys. So I'm thinking, what is that, like a 351? 5.8 liter? They did a complete delete on heating and air conditioning. I mean, complete delete on that. That's unfortunate. It really is. Nice old truck. Unfortunately, this thing's going to need some serious work. Continuing on, again, please forgive me for my voice, guys. Talking is kind of what I do on this channel, and I'm finding it incredibly difficult to do that today. 2005 Dodge Ram run and drive, 258,000 miles. Was it a theft? This actually looks, surely not, right? They did not total it because of a dented tailgate, correct? Oh, come on. She got a lot of miles on her, guys, but these are pretty dang reliable pickup trucks. Let's take a look at the other side. There's got to be more to it. No, there's not. Are you serious? Really? They totaled it for a tailgate. Ram 1500 Lone Star Edition. You got the small back doors. It's also a base model. You got no leather. Whew. Oh, it's hot. Good God almighty. It's a little ragged out, guys. I mean, for the mileage, honestly, this isn't too bad. I hate these tiny back doors, though. You can't fit anything back there, man. But in a pinch, if you needed a truck, this might be the one. Curious to see what engine is under the hood. I don't see any badges that say Hemi, and I'm hoping that it's a Hemi and not the V6. A little dirty, a little ripped up. I mean, she definitely needs... Oh, what is this? Oh, this was the cutoff key for the car dealer, right? Yep. That's that deal where if you don't make those payments, they shut the dang thing off on you. Somebody cut the wires. That may or may not have worked. Generally speaking, you got to go under there and you got to reconnect the factory wiring, because all that is like it's an interlock. You know what I mean? 4.7 V8, definitely not my favorite, but it sure beats a V6. With those wires cut, I can't guarantee it's going to start up, guys. Does it say it's a runner? Yeah, it says it's a runner. So why don't we throw a jump on this real quick? Let's see if this thing runs. This thing was definitely a repossession, or it should have been. The fact it's got those wires cut makes me kind of think it was, but then again, it's crunched in the back. A little damage here, that's really not a big deal. A tail light, a tailgate. Tires are in good shape. They're really nice looking. Yeah, this is an insurance car, not a repo. So let's put a jump on it. Let's see if it'll do anything. Now, if this thing runs, I don't want you guys to tell Monkey Wrench Mike about it. I sure don't want him to know. He'd probably jump on this for himself. And I don't want anybody trying to outbid me on my new truck. Let's put the key in. Yeah. Hey, she runs, man. No kidding. Somebody's already got the air conditioning on. Must have like a full tank of gas or something, huh? It does. Full tank of gas, 258,629 miles. Check engine light is on. Air conditioning is already getting cold, which is pretty impressive with as hot as it is out here. You even got the factory stereo still in this, which is crazy for something this old with this many miles. This panel needs replaced. It's all cracked up, but the dashboard, which usually disintegrates, is still original. It's still in great shape. You got a brake light flashing. Maybe we need to turn that off. There we go. Seems to be happy. I don't know what this is, off and on. Who knows what that goes to. It's stuck on. Let's close the door. Important window. Does work. Window tint's a little messed up, a little wrinkled, faded. Less important window works. Next, have gears. Brakes feel good. Backwards. You got no backup cam or sensors, so you just gotta kind of hope for the best. Forward. Yep. Guys, high mileage or not, this thing's actually pretty dang nice. Air conditioning feels like it could be a little colder for sure. It's not the greatest, but windshield wipers work. Signals, they seem to work. Gauges look good. I mean, other than a check engine light, guys, this thing appears to be a nice little truck. You got cruise control. It comes on. I mean, I can't see if it works until we get it out on the road, but you know what? This could be a great truck for very little money. With that, I'm gonna cut this video a little short, guys. I'm just not feeling all that well today, and I still got a couple more videos to film for you guys. So I did the best I could. Now it's starting to misfire. Now it's starting to misfire. Anyway, do not tell Monkey Wrench Mike about this truck. This is mine. I appreciate each and every one of you take time to watch my videos. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.